Well, hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. So, it's been an interesting couple of days, I just have to say. First, let me just start by saying that I was given a couple of new gifts. Yeah, that's exciting. I'm super stoked. Of course, I'm not going to tell you what they are because they're my gifts and I don't have to share them eh, unless I don't want to. I'm sure I'll share them with the right people, but the ones closest to me. um, lots and lots of information that I'm getting. And some of the things that my ancestors are saying are not very nice. I'm supposed to relay messages, so don't shoot the messenger. Oh, Lord. First of all, let me just start by saying I will not warn anybody again. Y'all have had enough warnings, and there are no more warnings. You know what the consequences are if you keep messing. So no more warnings. And I'm not going to feel sorry for anybody. And I'm going to stop saying that I'm sorry for anything that's happening to you, except for the kiddos. That I will say I'm sorry for. If I hear of anybody's kiddos that are being hurt, that I will say sorry for. But the rest of you adults that are doing stupid stuff and know that you shouldn't be doing stupid stuff, I don't feel sorry for you. And I'm not going to say I'm sorry anymore because you've been warned and you're still doing it. And you deserve what you get. You reap what you sow, all of those sayings. And you've broken like the number one law. The number one law, and everybody knows what the number one law is. You get what you give. That's the number one law. Keep that in mind. All right, so now I'm being told that I'm going to be set up for robbery. I really hope y'all don't try that one. Because I'm sure that's not going to go very well. I'm not comfortable, even though I've been told I should say it, I'm not comfortable saying this the initials that I have been given, because it will absolutely point fingers at somebody. So I'm just going to say that there is a witch that I mentioned yesterday who sits at the table and whispers into people's ears. I just want you to know that my ancestors are definitely watching you. Okay? They are on your tail. To the witch that is doing the beauty spells against me, I was told by an ancestor, my grandma, as a matter of fact, to tell you that you can put red lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig. And she wanted to find out if your skin has started falling off yet. I haven't seen y'all for a long time, so I have no idea what's going on, but I'm just telling you what I'm being told here. Relaying those messages. So apparently y'all like to prey on people who have compassion and kindness. And that's like the prerequisite to the things that you do and why you do them. You prey on people with compassion and kindness. Well, I think you may have met your match, because although I am compassionate and I am kind, I have a spirit realm full of warriors, Native Americans, Egyptians, passed over Masons, which reminds me that I am a Mason by blood, third generation. I was told that. I was a grand third degree master Mason in my last life, and I'm a third generation by blood Mason in this life. And now you know. And y'all know what a Grand Mason is, right? And then you wonder why I have the gifts that I have, because they got carried over from my last life into this life, which makes me even more spiritual, more abilities. So, y'all, for some reason, don't seem to think that I deserve what I have coming to me. Well, let me just ask you a question. What makes you think you deserve it? What have you ever done for anybody other than yourselves to deserve it? You are thieves. You steal from people and you're still broke. So what would make you in a million years think that you would be deserving of what I have coming to me? Because all you would do is drink it away, drug it away, prostitute it away, gamble it away. That's all you would do with it. You wouldn't do anything productive at all. And that's why I get it and you don't. That's why I deserve it and you don't. Because you would squander it and do nothing for mankind. Someone with a pocket watch. My ancestors are watching you too. What is this? To my ex, you were paid to go out with me. You don't love me. You don't care about me. You don't even really want to be with me. You really want to be with your secret lover. So don't come knocking at my door in the middle of the night like you plan to. Because what I'm understanding is you're on the run. And I would never in a million years open that door for you in the first place. And if I see you in public, I will run the opposite direction. I have no desire to speak to you. I told a friend of yours a while back, and I meant every word I said, I never want to see you again. You know, it's a small town. I saw you. Big freaking deal. I don't care to have you in my life. So just stay the heck away from me. Okay? You're not welcome in my energy anymore. None of you are welcome in my energy anymore. Go do something productive with your lives and leave mine alone. So apparently my ex sits around and, thinks about the good times and our song together. And I don't recall we had a song. And I can only think of a couple of things that I would even consider a good time. Because most of the time, I was just like confused about you and your energy and the lack of communication. I don't feel like we had any kind of a relationship whatsoever. I felt like it was a waste of time. And the longer I was in it, the more I believed it was a waste of time. Because you would never talk to me about anything real. Everything was superficial. There were no emotions. There was nothing. It was nothing. I told your friend, I don't know how to have a relationship with somebody who doesn't have emotions. So I don't know where you think we had a relationship. What we had was, I don't even know what to call it, honestly. I don't know what it was. It was a waste of my time. That's what it was. Maybe it wasn't a waste of my time, because if I hadn't have met you and if all of this hadn't have happened, then I might not have had the awakening that I've had. And I might not have those 2 extra gifts that I was given. And I was given those extra gifts because of what y'all keep doing to me. So, again, thank you. Thank you. It's pretty amazing. I can see the look on people's faces now. People are starting to realize that what I'm saying is the truth. People are starting to realize that the consequences are kicking in. People are starting to see that I am the truth, that I am what I say I am. People kind of look like they're a little bit of afraid of me. And if you're on the bad side and you're doing stuff you shouldn't be doing, then I guess maybe you kind of should be afraid of me. It's not really me, though. It's my ancestors, my spirit guides, God, Jesus, the archangels. Yeah, it's them. Because they love me and they're protecting me from you, all of you. Don't forget to drink your water, people. It's good for you. So, there's apparently some foundation that my doppelganger has been writing checks from that foundation, putting my name on it, stealing my identity, using my identity, and stealing from that foundation. I'm being told that it's known and your assets have been frozen and your house is on the line. The blood spells that y'all have started doing are not working. And all you're doing is binding yourself. And you are being asked to stop. That's what I was told. You are being asked to stop. And that's not me asking. That's coming from Father God. He's asking you to stop. There's a man out there that's like teetering on the fence of good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. I'm being told that you need to go to God and you need to go to Jesus and you need to ask for forgiveness, and that will push you in the right direction, to the direction that you need to go, that you're supposed to go. So for whoever that is, whoever's teetering, whoever can't, quite make up their mind, ask for forgiveness, okay? Please ask for forgiveness. It'll set you in the right direction. And you need to heal your inner child. And just when I think there couldn't possibly be any more betrayal, I find out there's more betrayal. Yeah. Killing me, y'all. So, sister, you went to court and you lied and you told them that I was crazy. To take my inheritance. Yeah. So, I was stolen as an infant. I was taken. My mother is not my mother. And my biological father has left me an inheritance. And my sister went to court and lied and told the courts that I was crazy. And she's got the inheritance. And now she's pulling money out of the account because I think she realizes that I'm getting really super close. Well, I'm on it now, sister. I'm on it now. Okay. You have consequences coming. And I know. Look at me when I say this. I know what you're doing. And you will be stopped. The truth always comes out, everybody. Always. The truth always prevails because it stands on a firm foundation. Lies, they don't stand on firm anything. There are cracks in every lie. And when you lie, then you have to remember that lie. And then when somebody says something, then you have to go back and remember what that lie was. And then you have to make up another lie for something that somebody might be asking you, if they go into detail. You got to make up another lie. And then pretty soon you've made up so many lies that you're not even sure what lies you said in the first place. And then your foundation starts to crumble and everything starts to fall. And to my aunt who knew the kind of abuse that I was taking from my mother, you knew, but kept your mouth shut because of money, because you wanted money. I was denied medical attention. I was purposely left with pedophiles. I have been surrounded by thieves, murderers, pedophiles, and liars my entire life. My entire life I've been surrounded by those kind of people. And that leads me to something that I am supposed to say. CIA government experiment program. That's what I'm supposed to say. You didn't win. You can put me in every nasty situation. You can put me in places that where I'm surrounded by all of these terrible people, but you didn't change who I am. I'm a modern day Job. You didn't win. None of you won. And you never will. I'm going to say this again. To the witch that sits at the end of the table and whispers in people's ears, my ancestors have their eyes on you. Y'all are starting to just create reasons to hate me. You don't even have any reasons to dislike me anymore. You're just making them up now. Out of jealousy and out of envy. Go fix yourselves. Go fix yourself. Stop drinking. Stop doing drugs. Sit down with yourself. Figure out what the heck is going on and why you're hurting so bad that you need to hurt other people. Good grief. Do the work. It's worth it, I promise. Do the work. So it was confirmed for sure that my brother and I do not belong to my mother. She's not our biological anything. My mom sent my brother away one summer. And when he came back, he wasn't my brother anymore. He was somebody that looked like him, but it wasn't my brother. And I think that's pretty much all I had. It always seems like so much more when I write it down, but then when I say it, I'm like, it's really not as much as it looks like. Well, it's a lot for me, though. I mean, the amount of betrayal, and by whom. I even have a best friend out there, well, that I just found out is not my best friend. She's a betrayer as well. Mm-hmm. And I'm not talking about you, best friend that starts with the letter S. I'm not talking about you. It's all been a setup. Unbelievable. That's all right. Like I said, if it hadn't been for all of you, I wouldn't have had the awakening. I wouldn't have known how powerful I really am, and I wouldn't have those extra 2 gifts for putting up with all the extra. This was even more than was intended. I mean, it was always meant for me to do, go through something for an awakening, but this was even more than was intended or expected. So because I've endured, and because I've stayed humble, and because I've given all the glory to God and Jesus where it belongs, I was given extra gifts for it. I'm pretty grateful. Not pretty. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. I'm a very grateful person. I'm a very compassionate person. I'm a very kind person. And I love people. And shame on you to the people out there who are taking advantage of people like that. Like I said once before, you really ought to know who your enemy is before you start waging war on somebody. Y'all never even took an opportunity to get to know me. You didn't know anything about me. You're doing womb magic on me, so I can't have kids. I had hysterectomy like 10 years ago. I can't have kids anyways, so you're wasting your time. See what I mean? You don't know anything about me. But you're waging a war on me, a spiritual war on me, because I'm compassionate and I'm kind. And you don't think you're not going to get karma for that? And then you add on top of it who I am? I'm so glad I finally got to stop people like you. I'm so glad I'm finally stopping people like you in this town. I'm so thankful that when this is all said and done, that the people in this town won't have to deal with you anymore. They'll be able to live their lives happy and unafraid and move forward with a new lease on life, be able to breathe, walk down the street without worry, put their kids on a school bus without wondering if they're ever going to come home. You people are going down. And I am so very thankful, very, very thankful that I'm the one who gets to do it. That I'm the one that gets to stop you. It ends with me. It ends with me. That's one of my purposes on earth. I've realized is that it ends with me. Makes me happy. I mean, I have to go through a lot of stuff I don't really like. But if it means stopping people like you from harming other people and harming children and selling kids and selling women and drugs and the witch that sits at the end of the table whispering in ears. I was told something about tainted drugs. tainted drugs. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure you do. Well, I can't really think of much more else I need to say right now. Except have a very happy Sunday. To all of those people who are watching, have a happy Sunday. It's God's day. Rest, relax, breathe, and enjoy being alive. I'm going to make a cake. All right, y'all. Remember, love each other. Love yourselves. And I love you.